Well, we are under a minute now from the Xbox Game Showcase starting up. This is now Microsoft's time to show off what games they're going to have for the launch window of the Xbox Series X, and we're also going to see some games possibly in the future of the console. Now, this is going to be a very important showcase. We've seen what PlayStation has. They have a really good lineup of games in launch and for like the near future. So Xbox really has to come in and show some stuff off. Because the Xbox One, with stuff that really screwed them over was there was a lot of droughts where there wasn't a lot of first-party games coming, and there were a big break in a lot of them. It was kind of like a Wii U situation, and a lot of that was poor management and different things. Like once Phil Spencer got in, things got a bit better, and so yeah, we'll see what games they got. Expectation-wise, right now. I've heard rumors of stuff, but like I said, they're rumors, so I'm not gonna know the validity of them. I'm just gonna let the show go and see from there. 1, 0. Here we go. May contain content inappropriate for children. Peggy 18. Yeah, we're gonna see that Halo footage, definitely. We're gonna see a lot of that. Probably gonna start off with that. Oh no. Start off with that system. Hey. 4, 3, 2, 1. Xbox Game Showcase. All right, what you guys got in store? And they said this is going to be gameplay, so it's going to be an hour or so of footage. I was like, all right, just let the games do the talking. That's what I like to see. This is how the production of Xbox One Series X's go. We have to forge it in space. Death Stranding?
Is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope.
Initialize?
It all means nothing. Until you...
Yeah, I figured they were going to start off with this game. Like, got to start big. Become Infinite? Is that what they're going to say? Halo Infinite. Ooh, all right. Now, I have not played a Halo game in quite some time. The last Halo game I played was Halo Reach. So I've been away from the Halo series for a good minute. So hopefully this game can get me back into it. It's like, please be good. Well, I still feel Halo should have ended at 3, but that's just me.
This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, shit. No. No. You. I can't stand this. Who you are. Breathe. No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe.
You mind telling me what you're doing?
Safe?
Sir. finishing
I've been
this
safe
Big
since
Mac.
I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Footage. It definitely looks like a Halo game. I always love demo gameplay where it's like when something passes by the camera, it's always that like smooth transition. Whereas if I played the game, it'd be like whoosh, just a super fast just pan. This level looks all like that. I forgot the name of it in Halo 3. But it reminds me of like a certain like multiplayer map. I haven't played that game in a good minute, so I don't know. Oh, so is the game gonna be like open world? From the looks of it, it's looking like it might have some open world stuff to it. Which I don't know. I have to really see it right now at this. Like maybe an open world Halo game could work. I just feel like for me, I really like the linear aspect of those early Halo games. Because it just led to like the level design being really compact and tight and how they could set things up and all that. But it could still be the same in this game. I'm definitely saying stuff very early. So I'll wait till the end of this before I can say some more. Everybody's got grappling hooks in games now. It's like that's the new game trend. Like, hey, give your character a grappling hook. Which I'm all for that. So usually with some games and stuff, it's pretty cool. Better see the Needler back here again. I want to see the Needler. I want to see dual wielding. Up. They heard me. Oh no, I forgot this other one. That'd really be a shame if dual wielding's gone. That was the sickest thing in Halo 2 when they added that. God, especially like in the campaign when you can start dual wielding those Needlers. Oh, you mean people were just it was game over. All right, that's cool right there. I could definitely tell this is probably normal mode because I forgot the name of the difficulties in Halo, but I could tell it's definitely not hard mode because if it was hard, there would be way more grenades. Like that's the way you know you're on legendary for Halo is when You start seeing 100 grenades start going wild. Legendary was just unfair in those games.
This war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me.
Ooh.
I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished.
I don't like that goatee. that goatee is really bothering me on him. Maybe it's not a goatee. Maybe it's just the way it looks. It's like, it's just kind of funny that he has a goatee.
I grew weary, lost, alone. Here you now stand.
It is a goatee. Okay, it looks a bit better there.
This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both.
Green.
Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs.
Did this dude really want an Oscar? Just monologue.
Die well.
Okay. Holiday 2020. I thought there's something like not trying to give a date. Like we all know it's gonna be November. Come on. 343. And maybe I should like check out those other Halo games. Once I do get a Xbox Series X at some point, I should probably go back and play 4, play 5.
And we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles.
Because if that's a character that was in Halo 5 and it's supposed to be a big reveal, I wouldn't have known.
This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last 2 Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo
okay, that's what I like to hear.
That have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox
See, if I wasn't recording this, I probably would have seen it was in 60. Because I'm just scared. If I go to 60, I might have it stutter, and it's going to be a pain trying to edit that. So I'm having to watch it in standard. It's like, But I'm happy to hear that. That honestly makes me really happy that they're going for 60. Like that's what I want to hear this generation. Is like, hey, this game's running at 60. It's like I'll take the hit on the graphics for the performance to be great. Oh dear. Oh, State of Decay 3. All right. Yeah, that joke was awful. I apologize for that.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase.
Halo Finite.
Today, we're showing games from
I wanna
9
see
of
that
our
version of the
15
game.
Xbox Game Studios,
The Initiative,
including
Obsidian.
unveils of 5 new first-party
Rare.
games.
Okay.
What you will
Okay,
see
Rare,
today
what you got?
is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play
Here's
with.
what we're gonna see an update on
Xbox
Psychonauts
Game
2.
Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport.
Okay, I was supposed to wait, Turn
And
10.
Xbox
Oh yeah.
Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second.
That's what I like to hear.
Trailer
Thank
you're
you.
about to see was captured completely in engine.
Balls, it's a racing game. It better be
World
60.
premiere.
Like we can't have racing games these days that are 30. Like now you gotta have that speed there. It's like it wouldn't be an Xbox thing without Forza. Like they always gotta have a Forza game on a system. We'll say some good looking footage. Forza Motorsport. Is there a name? Is there a number at it, or is it just called Forza Motorsport? Well, that's not gonna be confusing. Isn't there like a bunch of other ones? Ooh. All right, so it's a new IP from Rare. But that's what I want these days. I just want Rare to go back to their creative output. That's when they were making like their best stuff.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share.
Art style is pretty cool. Curious if it's gonna be like the art style for the
And in
game.
moments of stillness.
Kind of has that like watercolor
It teaches us to
paint
look
style to it. It
beyond
looks
the
really cool.
expected.
Just curious what the gameplay is gonna be on it.
To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Viva Pinata 3. Everwild. Oh, okay. I definitely need to see footage of that, but at least from that little concept trailer, it seems interesting. I was like, I just want Rare to go back to some more different IPs.
Untamed natural world for you to explore and to
Because Sea of Thieves, I wasn't really rocking with that one, or especially that Connect sports game that they did.
And Eternal has the gift to sense.
I'm just more surprised Rare has so many IPs and they're not doing anything with them.
Every living.
Do I even need to mention Banjo at this point?
The team here at Rare are so excited.
Got Banjo, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Cameo,
and I hope you're
Viva
excited
Pinata,
but I just want to take this
Conquer,
opportunity
like,
to say a
god dang.
massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Like that's my thing. But even in like that Rare studio that made those classics, they're long gone at this point. They're all platonic or they're in other different branches of the industry.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
What's this, like Life is Strange 3? Yep.
It doesn't
Although it's got
matter
that look to it.
that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward
Is to go back.
is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
Yeah,
I thought coming here would be closing.
I didn't play season 2 of Life is Strange, so I don't know anything with that one. I'm kind of like on Life is Strange.
Stirring up old memories.
Like I played the first series.
We don't really have a choice
or
about that.
season.
There's always a choice, son.
And that one was pretty good, but well, except for that Final Fantasy part where Max was like, oh no, it's not Life is Strange. It's something different. But it looked like Life is Strange. But no, when Max is like, ooh, that's a sick TV. I sure would love to watch Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Just like, I know Square's publishing the game, but do you really have to like commend Spirits
everyone.
Within?
My name is Gennady.
That game?
I'm the co-founder
That
and
movie?
director of technology at Moon Studios. Today, we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X.
And that's when I'm gonna finally get
We're
it.
now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate.
All right.
In full 4K HDR.
Better have a
It's
TV
highest
that can do
quality,
that.
delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image.
It's funny, I'm watching this
and
on
low input latency, which is just
on-
so
it's,
important
right now it's 30 when
for
I'm
the
watching,
tight
so it
and
just looks
precise
exactly the
platforming
same on
feel
both
of
sides.
this game. We can also
like, god
boost the
dang, it sucks
immersion
I have to watch
in
it like
different
this.
spaces in our world by using
Game
premium
still looks
audio
amazing
tech
though.
that we previously
Like,
just
god
could
dang,
not
like, I
simulate
don't know what
in
they
real
did, but
time.
that game looks
And
incredible.
with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options.
Now that's a game that's gonna have a
with
Wind
how they
Waker
want to
effect. It's
play
gonna
our
look
game.
good in 20
We
years.
can't wait for all of you to experience this very special
Just
version
visually
of Ori
striking and just
coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
That's sick. It's gonna get an update for Series X, and I'll finally be able to play it too. Like, I'm honestly excited to get a Series X at some point because I missed out on the entire Xbox One life cycle, so I have to go back through all those games and then the Series X games. So it's gonna be It's gonna be a long time.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets.
Salacious!
And
It's scandalous strangers inside of this game world.
You are looking downright unlawful today.
Is this a Outer Wilds DLC?
Develop a miracle drug. Can put you on the wrong
It looks
side
like
of a
it.
gun. Or sword.
I never did play that game, so
This thing.
I'm not too sure.
Thrills.
Chills and spills.
Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain?
Tales
Trust no
of
one.
intrigue.
What will you find on Gorgon?
The Outer Worlds, not Wilds.
This unit cannot bring you
Outer
any
Wilds is a
waste
different
in its
game.
current state.
Oh, cool. They're still doing DLC stuff for that game. Seemed like it was a pretty cool game. I just never got around to getting to playing it.
If you're waiting for the biggest game
This is
of
Honey,
the
I Shrunk the
year,
Audience. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the
Obsidian?
makers of games that are nothing like this one.
Yeah. You can say that again.
This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
Go big or go home. Hey. Okay. Grounded. That's a July 28th. It was coming
At
out.
Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games.
It's like it said,
something we do
game is
every day when we
unfinished, but it
come
said
to the
it comes out
office.
July
We can't wait
28th.
for you to play
That's
our
next
great
week.
adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still early access.
If you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
Ooh. Okay.
World premiere.
Hey, I'll always follow Obsidian. After Fallout New Vegas, I will follow them. whatever they're gonna do.
Always known war.
Sorry, person. I gotta watch this Obsidian game.
It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings.
Thanks a lot. It killed the video feed.
And decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost. Forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne.
What is this, Elder Scrolls?
Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
A Vode. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be like an Elder Scrolls almost type game. Maybe it's instead like now it's going for like a more hand-to-hand combat, maybe like a little bit of magic.
Avowed is an
Avowed.
expansive first-person RPG set
Matt
in
Booty!
the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life.
Remember the last time they did that?
I'm
Remember
excited
Cuphead?
to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself.
But enough
And
about
this is
Last
quite
of Us
powerful.
Part 2.
Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and
Sent a
sacrifice.
voicemail. They're like,
But most of
don't
all,
you
it's
dare
about how
miss my
you
call to
will
watch this
shape the
Xbox
fate
event.
of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World
Premiere. All right.
Fortune, fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait, but when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
Interactive drama.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
It's kind of got that Scanner Darkwave look to it, but not without the
Was it fate?
without the rotoscoping.
Coincidence? No. It was a long forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light.
That's really
I got your
weird.
letters.
Like with like the static face and then the hair blowing. Like it's a bit weird with those two things. They kind of clash a bit. Ninja. Okay.
Here at Ninja Theory,
Here we
we're
go.
hard
See
at
some
work on
Hellblade.
all of our projects, including Senua's Saga.
This was the acquisition. I was like, oh dang, they got them.
Back in December.
It's like okay.
An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic warrior. An
This first
experience
game was
that we'll be
nuts.
building in Unreal Engine 5
Like, just-
for Xbox Series X.
Like
and
the way
PC.
that game like goes about certain things is
I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's
pretty
Saga will
cool.
be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
If I had the budget to make a game, do like location scout and be like,
It's been
yeah,
so
we're gonna start
touching to
location
see the
scouting
impact that
in
Hellblade: Senua's
Vegas.
Sacrifice has had on so
Yeah,
many
I think
players.
this will be a good
We're
place
incredibly
to
thankful to all of the
look
fans that have
for
been part of Senua's
development
story so
ideas.
far.
it's not like I'm going
We're
there to
excited for you to be
gamble or
part of
anything.
Our development journey from here on out.
But Iceland definitely they have they have a lot of potential for stuff there. Oh, is this Psychonauts 2? Yep. It's like I was like, I want to see Psychonauts 2. Please have a release date. You know how long I've been waiting for this game?
What? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song? Peter.
I'm not surprised Jack Black's in a Double Fine game.
Love the song. Very much. It's going to be fun to sing it.
Hey, and Peter McConnell.
Now it's time to
Great composer.
rock. Shall we start rocking?
His work on Grim Fandango.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't
I
mind.
just want to play this game so bad. Psychonauts 1 is a classic.
Where are we?
It's a quiet place.
Lost.
Sing it, Jack.
Neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started healing. Now I can feel out the galaxy and hear the flow of time. Been so tense, but now I sense a reason to this rhyme. And I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye.
Look, you're still going to be going to brain and getting the badges to get different moves and abilities. Like, if it wasn't broke, don't fix it. Like, the way the stuff in the first game worked out was cool. So, like, another game like that will be fine.
Unlocking all my memories, which I never.
I'm curious if this is all one level or if this is like multiple levels in the game. Psychonauts 2. We're gonna get a release window. Come on, please. No! When is this game coming out? Oh, I've waited too long. I think like since Psychonauts 2 got revealed, Final Fantasy VII Remake was revealed, and that came out before Psychonauts 2.
So much more for you to play on Xbox. We
Come
are
on,
partnering with
Tim.
thousands of creators,
What
from
you
the
doing? Get
largest
that game
publishers
finished.
to the smallest independent developers to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in
Bungie.
history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to
Remember
Xbox
Destiny?
Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass
You better, because you
subscribers,
just give Destiny
also
2
get
like
access to all
the
current
standard. Yeah,
Destiny 2
barely a
expansions
game.
starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2.
Okay,
It is
Bungie,
optimized
all right.
for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an
There's a lot of
all-new look
expansions
at
in this
Bungie's
game.
Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
I will say they've been going heavy on Destiny for a bit.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
Create. In case. Shatter. kick some ice. So I just want to see all those Mr. Freeze credits and that. Destiny 2 be online November 10th, 2020. Okay. Remember Destiny people, they're like, yes. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good on Destiny 2.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox. Consoles. Thanks, and
let's see
enjoy.
what they got. Console launch exclusive.
World premiere.
Remember, they did say something like, we're not trying to do these exclusive games. They're bad for the industry. Well, they did a console exclusive. But no, you do have to have an exclusive. You got to give someone a reason to get your console. That's at least how I look at exclusive games. Siren Head, the video game. Okay, what is this? Stalker 2? What? Damn. Okay. There hasn't been a Stalker game in a long time. Like, has that been announced before? Or is that like the first time it's been revealed? That's kind of crazy right there, honestly. I want to see gameplay on it. But, alright, that's cool. Yeah, wait, what's that announced before? I definitely need to see gameplay of that, though.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations.
Okay, it looks like it was
squad has been sent into
it was revealed earlier in the year. I was like, wait, wasn't it revealed? Okay, I was right on it. Still cool though.
I'll know more when they make it back.
I heard that one under my wire. I forgot all about that. Warhammer.
If
Darktide.
they make it back.
Warhammer Darktide. Show it again.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive. Ooh. I like to see that. Hey! Tetris Effect, one of the best games. God, this game is so good. Please go play Tetris Effect. God, that soundtrack. And on this part.
With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger, carry us away, but we will
That one high note. God dang, this game is so sick, especially on VR. On VR, it's next level on there. It's still good standard, but man, on VR, it's something else. Is this like... It's like another Tetris Effect Connect, optimized single player, all new multiplayer. Oh, please come to PS4 to some point. Dang, that sucks. They're getting the multiplayer stuff and it's gonna be on there. Like, that'd be sick in VR. And the creators of Steam World.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
I like the art style. Like the world design stuff, like that stuff looks cool. That's a cool little look to it. The gunk. Okay, that's a little quirky little name there. Blooper. Maybe that was blooper. I was gonna say blooper just to keep it consistent. Is this that game they showed during that last Xbox event?
It all starts with a dead girl.
Yeah, it always does.
A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Yeah, this is that game they showed that last Xbox thing. This game honestly looks really good.
Anyone there?
But already it's gonna be good. It's got the composer of Silent Hill in there. Rendered simultaneously. God dang. That's ridiculous. There has to be something they're doing to offload that, because like I don't know if you could have it rendering at all times simultaneously. That'd be really intensive on the system. But maybe they got it. This looks dope. Dante haircut's a bit funny, but Garth looks pretty cool. The medium, Xbox. All right, Bloopy. Doing your thing over
World
there.
Premiere.
Console launch exclusive. Okay, Sega. It's the Fantasy Star. Yep, Fantasy Star Online. I haven't played a Fantasy Star game in, God, since the 360 one. And it was only for a little bit. I never like got too deep into it. I know people really, really do love this series. So at some point, I might try and get back on it. I'm curious, is it like a, I don't think do it. I was thinking, I was like, is it like a pay online thing for this game, or is it just like you get it and you're good to go? Well, I can't really recall at this point. Stop the Mechon. True adventure starts now. Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, 2021. Console launch exclusive.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon. You will become.
Ooh, Remedy. Crossfire X campaign. Oh yeah, I think they did show this last time. But I think it was just like a cinematic trailer. I think I was laughing at the name. I was like, what's this based off of that toy? The Crossfire game?
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Multiplayer is free. Xbox Live Gold required. Single player is not. Single player better not need gold to be played.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
The ghost is here!
Crossfire X. All right.
Today,
It is Remedy,
we saw
so
10 world
it's probably gonna be a pretty
premieres
good game.
and 22 console launch exclusives.
I'd play that if it's on Game
members
Pass.
can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play.
Hey, Game
And
Pass
you
is killing it.
Are at the center of everything we do.
They're doing a really good
Now,
job with Game
you may
Pass.
have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Just one more
World
thing.
Premiere.
Yeah, Xbox Game Studios presents. Playground Games presents.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes
Fable?
and treacherous villains,
That sounds a lot like that narrator from Fable.
of fantastical creatures
And I did hear a rumor.
and wondrous places.
I'm not gonna get myself hyped,
where
but
nature and magic
maybe it's
live
not.
in perfect harmony.
Because it doesn't look like. Maybe it's not. No, it's not.
Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be
Hey! It's Fable. Cool. Please be good. There has not been a good Fable game in a long time. Like, Fable 3 was a misstep in the series. And Fable 2 had good ideas. But, man, Fable 1, that game's amazing. Fable 1's the best one of the series. They killed it on that game. Whew, so that was the Xbox showing. I'll see some pretty cool stuff there. Halo Infinite seems all right. I'm still a bit iffy on that open world aspect of it. New Rare IP looks like it has some potential. I need to see gameplay of it, but looks like it might be an interesting concept. Yeah, Phantasy Star, Forza. All I'll say is, there's a lot of games coming to Xbox. Like, within the launch window and next year, like, you're going to have stuff to play. So, like, in that sense, they're doing a much better job compared to when the Xbox One was getting revealed. Because, man, that reveal, what they have? Rise, Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was cool, but like they had Rise, Killer Instinct, I think like some Connect games. Like, no one cares about those. Like a Halo game for a console launch, like that's great. That's like when the Switch came out. What's the Switch launching with? Breath of the Wild, like a Zelda game. So far, doing good. There's still stuff, still some more stuff I gotta see. But hopefully they can keep it up for this next console generation. Because I really don't want to see an Xbox One situation again where, like, you see a bunch of games come out, then it's like a big monthly break before anything else is coming. So hopefully they can at least keep that up with the first parties and use the ones they actually bought. Like, that's the real thing I just want to see is, okay, they bought a lot of studios. Put those studios to work. I see at least Ninja Theory, they're already putting in work with Hellblade 2. So at least there, it's okay, you're actually doing something with them. And it's like, okay, Rare, you're using them more again. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty good little showing. Nothing that's like mind-blowing, but some cool stuff nonetheless. Now, if I was to hypothetically rank it from the PlayStation 5 event and this event right here. Now, I am going to say, even though they're two different events, because the PS5 one had to show the console and a lot of different things, but it was very just, here are the games, we're going to let the game speak, and you're going to see the stuff coming for this year and next year beyond. And we kind of got the same of that with both of them. And realistically, I will say the PS5 one, because I feel like that one had at least more of the games for me that I was like, okay, that's looking really good. But overall, both of them did good. I think PlayStation's was better, but Microsoft one wasn't bad. Like, there's some interesting stuff in it. The one thing I will say is I wish there was more gameplay footage in a lot of these, because a lot of them were just cinematic trailers, which, those are fine, but I really just want to see footage of the games. I want the games to, like, do the talking there. Okay, I can see the gameplay footage, I can see this and that. And it's not to say the PlayStation one didn't have that, because Demon's Souls didn't have footage. That was a cinematic trailer. And there were a few other games that were announced in that thing that were cinematic trailers, but yeah, I'm liking what I'm hearing. Like that, a lot of these games are gonna be 60. Like that sounds great. Like I love that. That was the thing I said in the beginning when this console generation, this new one was starting, and they were starting to talk about these new systems. I said the performance needs to come back because it's been a long time since we've played a console where, you know, every game was 60. Like PS2, GameCube, original Xbox. Oh, every game ran great. And like that was just a given at that point. So when we got to 360, you start seeing games at 30, and some games at 60, and some games even below 30. It was I got used to it. I can still play 30 FPS like no issue. It's not like it's like an end all be all thing, but if it's 60, it's like, ooh, it feels nice. And for certain game genres, it's a given. Like a fighting game, oh, it has to be 60. A shooter, for the most part, it should be 60. Racing game, sports game, has to be 60 regardless. But yeah, it's gonna be cool to see. I'm looking forward to this console generation. I will say the first one I'm getting is a PS5. That is the first one. And possibly next year I will pick up a Series X because I think this system's got more stuff for me coming around this time. And I just like it's backwards compatible with everything. Like I can all my original Xbox games for the most part can like work on it. My 360 games can work. Like there's so many games I've missed because my broken ass 360 on my shelf just doesn't work anymore. I missed like half the 360 lineup and all of the Xbox One. Like if you go back to my 2013 E3 video where I'm talking about the Xbox, I think I mentioned there, I'm like, you know what? I think I am not going to get an Xbox One. I might skip this console generation. And 5 to 6 years ago when I said that, I was just like, nah, I'm going to get an Xbox One at some point. And it's crazy looking at it this many years down the line. I didn't get an Xbox One. This is the first time where I have skipped a system through its entire life cycle. Like when in early 2000s, PS2, I was able to get a PS2. I had a GameCube, I had Xbox. I was able to play all of them. When it came time for the 360 era, I got a Wii. I got 360. I had a Wii. Actually, no. First I had a Wii. Then it was 360. Then many years later, I got a PS3. So even there, I could play all of them, even though my 360 died pretty early on, so I missed a lot. But I had a 360. PS4 came. Of course, I got a PS4. I had to get a Switch. I am forgetting Wii U. I did have that. I got the PS4. I got the Switch. Didn't get Xbox One. And it's pretty crazy. But who knows? Things are looking different now. You know, Microsoft has me wanting to get a console there. It's like things have definitely changed. But we'll see where it goes from there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this GWC Watches. I don't know what else is in store in terms of new things, because this event was hyped up for a bit. They've been talking about this one for a good minute. I think like back in June they said we're going to do something in July. So I don't know what the next one is, because they said they're going to be talking more, obviously. They haven't revealed the price of the system, and they said there's still some more games they are going to show in the future for stuff. So there's definitely going to be some type of another event. I just don't know when. Or when Sony's going to do another one, because they have to. Like we don't have the price for the system, and there's probably still some things they have to mention on it too. So it's good. Whenever that does come, you know what? I'll be there to watch it. I got to see what they got coming from both of them. They both have me sold. I will say right now, I'm sold on both systems. They just gotta show me what else they got in store. Oh yeah, one thing before I do go, there's one thing I did want to mention, and it was Game Pass. Game Pass, honestly, is really good. Like, just for what it is and what it does, it's kind of crazy. Like the deal you get, just like for like $60 or whatever it is a year, and almost all the major Xbox One games are on Game Pass. Like it's nuts. Like at this point, Game Pass is killing PlayStation Plus. Like, without a doubt, it's killing it. Now, I still like PlayStation Plus. I still think it's good, and there's things about PlayStation Plus I like over Game Pass, because with Game Pass, games are going to expire off of it. So if there's like a game, it's like, well, I'm going to play that. You're playing it, and it's like, oh, wait, I only have 20 more days with it, then it's going to go away. Whereas at least with PlayStation Plus, whatever game you download, I have. So if I got rid of PlayStation Plus for like 3 years, if I came back to it, it's like, you know what, I can still go play whatever this game was in 2015 they put on it. So I like that at least you can build up a pretty big library. Like Game Pass is kind of like it's kind of like a library. It's like you're just renting the games. Like you have them to play, but it's not like that access is gonna go away in a second. They're gonna be like, hey, you gotta return that book someday. So you don't have to return it right now, but believe me, we're gonna come get that game. We're gonna get that game from you. But the Game Pass stuff's crazy. Like that thing's kind of nuts. I'm curious if other companies are gonna follow suit and do something similar to that, because it's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts. Just that like launch day is like, you know what do you spend on the system? Oh, I got the system. I got Game Pass and a free trial, and I have like 100 games. I have Halos and this ridiculous collection. But yeah, I've been going on too long. I've been talking extra on it, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me here. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm John, GWC, and I will see you later. Peace.